What's up, guys? Black Dot on Crypto here, and today I'm going to go over 3 powerful meta builds. The first build we're going to cover is our plant, beast, and bird. So for our plants, we're going to go with pumpkin. The reason why we want pumpkin is it's high shield, and we draw a card if they don't break our shield. Next, we want Sirius. You steal 1 energy from your opponent when comboed with another card. Cactus. If you're last, you do 120% damage, so it's high damage and a little bit of shield. Last, we're going with hot butt. This disables your opponent's mouth card. I think it's better than carrot, and that's why I picked this for the team. Next is the beast. I'm going to show the more expensive version, and then I'm going to show the cheaper version afterwards. So you want 45 speed if you can get it. 43 is good, but 45 is what you want. First, you have Risky Arrow. It does high damage and a little bit of shield. This can be better than Ronin because Ronin, you have to have 3 cards for it to do max damage. With Risky Arrow, it just does high damage and you don't have to have comboed with extra cards. Next, you have Dual Blades. It's another high damage card, and if it critical strikes, it does 250% damage. Go to here is good because it destroys your opponent's energy, and it's a little bit of shield. And then Rice. Rice is an energy steal. It's really good. So the reason why this one is this beast is completely good is because you have high damage and energy steal. Here's the cheaper variant that we're going to cover. The only thing that this one has different is Double Nutcracker. This has higher damage, but it doesn't have any type of energy gain or energy steal. Okay, let's cover the birds now. So for our birds, we're going to want 61 speed. This is the more expensive of the version of the birds. We're going to go with Pigeon Post, so we can transfer all debuffs that happen on this Axie. So if we get poisoned, or because we have Eggshell here and we want to transfer Eggshell to our opponent, that's why we want Pigeon Post. Next is Eggshell. Eggshell is great. You apply Aroma to yourself. What Aroma does is it makes it so all Axies have to focus you, but you can apply it to your opponent, so that's why it's really good. Next is Double Talk. You could apply Sleep. When you put an Axie to sleep, and when Double Talk attacks, it makes it so you attack through shield. So let's say you went Double Talk, Pigeon Post, Double Talk, Pigeon Post. You would have max damage, and you wouldn't have to worry about your opponent's shield. Next is Post Fight. The nice thing about Post Fight is it's a 0-cost card for 120 damage. Here's the cheaper variant, and you can also run this one. I think this one's really good. The cheaper variant has Little Owl, which targets the fastest enemy. So this is for backdoor. Next, we're going to cover the plant, Aqua. So for our plant, it's going to be the exact same as the one we went over. Pumpkin, Sirius, Cactus, and Hot Butt. For our midliner, we're going to want something like this. We have Pliers here, and the reason why we have Pliers is a bug card. You do more damage into plants, and it does 30% more damage if the target is shielded. You have Risky Fish to give you a bonus damage, and then you have Goldfish to be able to speed up against other aquas. And Nemo's nice because then you gain energy. The cheaper variant is this one here. It has Sponge, Hero's Bane. Hero's Bane is good because it's high damage. The same thing, you want Risky Fish. Risky Fish is just good because it does more into plants, reptiles, and dusks. And you'll end up fighting a lot of plants, reptiles, dusks. So that's good. And then Nemo, gain 1 energy when comboed with another card. Here's our backliner fish. This is the more expensive version. You go with Cuckoo, Blue Moon, Risky Fish, and Koi. We want Blue Moon because it's a range card. We have Risky Fish, and we have Risky Fish again because if we're attacking into plants, reptiles, or dusks, you want a 0-cost card because let's say you're fighting a Terminator who has Sticky Goo or something that has Chomp. You're going to be wanting to spend 0 energy to break the shield. So Cuckoo is a great card for that. The last card is Koi, so we can speed up and be faster than our opponent's birds or aquas. Here's a cheaper variant. We're going with Mint. Mint removes all debuffs. It's another 0-cost card with a little bit more shield. You have Solar Star instead here, but you can also go with Hero's Bane. This will end your opponent's last stand and not let them go into last stand. Same thing, Risky Fish and Koi are a must for this build. All right, last one we're going to cover. This build I think is very strong, and I think is probably one of the strongest of the builds right now, and it's very much so in the meta. So first we're starting off with Watering Can, Sirius, Leaf Bug, and Yam. Watering Can, what it does is if you get attacked by aqua cards, you gain 1 energy. Serious, you steal one of your opponent's energy when comboed with another card. Leaf Bug, gain 1 energy when comboed with a plant card, and it's a 0 cost, so it's really nice. So like, let's say you first turn you Leaf Bug and Serious, you end up spending 0 energy, or you end up spending 1 energy, and you end up gaining an energy while stealing 1 off your opponent. And then Yam here is great again. You poison your opponent. Next, this is going to be your midliner. We're going with Tri-Spikes, Tiny Turtle, Incissor, and Grass Snake. We would prefer to have 45 speed. The faster the speed, the better. Tri-Spikes is good if it's comboed with 2 cards. You attack the Axie with the least shield. Then you have Tiny Turtle. Applies stun to enemy when comboed with at least 2 other cards. You have Incisors, which applies a debuff to them. And then you have Poison. I have 2 variants for this instead. First variant is this one. It has Tiny Dino. Deal 150% damage after round 4. The next one is this one here, where it has Thorny Caterpillar, which means deal 130% damage to debuffed targets. So you do extra damage to debuffed targets. And then for our backliner, you want to have more speed. That's why I like Dusk over Reptile, but you can also go with Reptile. You want to have Snail Shell, Tiny Turtle, Lagging, and Thorny Caterpillar. Snail Shell here is nice. Whenever you get stunned, or whenever your shield breaks, you stun your opponent. Lagging is a debuff, so you can slow them down. You apply minus speed. Next, we're going with Tiny Turtle. It applies stun when combo with 2 cards. And then the last thing, Thorny Caterpillar. Debuffed enemies take 130% damage. If you guys liked the video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.